Hey guys, Godzilla the King here. Um, Today we are doing another compare and contrast to my shows to the original cut to the director's cut versions. So this one we are mostly talking about Godzilla Battle of the Throne original cut and Godzilla Battle of the Throne director's cut. So let's get into it. Okay, how it was originally supposed to be? It was like this original cut that I showed y'all, but it was supposed to be a prequel, which is still a prequel of the Gods Rules the Kings universe. It was supposed to give y'all answers for everything, like why did Godzilla and Ghidorah became enemies, um, like any type of answers for everything, and also was also supposed to be answers for season two, only for a little bit, but technically same thing from season two. It was kind of rushed. Didn't not fully completed. So technically, yeah, and also thank goodness like happy to come back to do this, but also redid the script for a little. It's still the original, but I just changed it for different reasons. Like for example, like I said, um, there will be some answers from for season two, but I'm not was that one was completely changed to focus on season one. So yeah, characters from my story for this show. I think it was perfect for this type of show. And right now I'm gonna tell y'all what was different from original cut from TikTok and the one that I've released in YouTube. In TikTok was I don't really like it. I absolutely hate it. Uh, it was not the characters that I wanted. And one more thing, that was like a show that was I was like brand new in TikTok, finished season one, starting season two. It was like my first. Well, I made other spin-offs, but it was like my own separate spin-offs. It it was like my first time of doing something different, doing something creative. It was like my first time, but I don't really like it. It was kind of too rushed, and also was like a little bit off, a little bit like it was. Yeah, I do really liked it, but in well, like in the last year when I did season three, and from this year when I did the the final season finale of season three, and also doing other spin-offs focused on the characters and the story. Like started to understand how to do for story, right? For making stories, doing uh, how uh, how to do to be a film a creator, just trying to do something different, making new creations for my OC and shows. So technically, I now at this point on, I truly understand how uh, to make an actual proper story. So yeah, and I started to now understand how to make the characters different emotionally and everything entirely. Now I this was beautifully a good, well written story. I brought the original script. I brought the original idea of Godzilla Battle of the Throne, and then brought the season three elements from Godzilla Rules the Kings inside of the story. Not saying copy and pasted, but I just want to feel the have the same tone, the same feeling of the story, but a little bit in a different take, which I'm absolutely love. Same thing from season two, but also I will make a separate video and stay tuned for that video of which one is my favorite director's cut, season two or Battle of the Throne director's cut. So technically that video will be coming very soon. I'm gonna be so happy to make that. But any of the ways, um, the characters were so beautifully well made for this type of story that I put a little bit of different creativity from season three that was technically was supposed to be like season one tone, but I upgraded it. Well, upgraded it, but into a different story. And then that was like my first creative type of story, and then focus on the characters, focus on the story, and then that's where I start. No making another season for fun, just for the story and the characters. So yeah, that was like a big shot for my creativity for me and perhaps all of y'all. If you want to be inspired to make your own type of OCs or whatever you like. So yeah, but characters was well written beautifully, and I'm gonna make separate parts of each characters right now, but they their emotions, they fit perfectly with the story that I'm happy with, and so yeah, I'm just gonna right now. I'm just gonna do one character at a time, but I'm gonna save two for last. Let's start off with Rodan. So Rodan, okay, just I absolutely love the character, and also kind of like the way that Mayhem go to this to the end of season three and post season three for God's Rules for the King's universe. So I'm gonna just go with it. Okay, and I'm gonna just make this clear. Clear. In the first season of Mothra Rodan: Origin of the Queen, which is a prequel show of Mothra and Rodan history, and if you want to watch that show, it's gonna be only available in TikTok. So yeah, and Rodan is mostly a protector to his sister Mothra, but in season one of God's Rules to Kings, he is much more different. He is much more friendly, still a protector to his sister. Excuse me, sorry. But as I was saying, much more a protector to his friends, family, and also a friend to Godzilla. But when time came to season two, it was very different. Some script was different, and then I brought the director's cut. We saw like a different version of Rodan. But when if you watch season three, that was like a little bit ending of his story, but still his story is still continuing, but a little bit differently. But if you watch Moss Rodan Origin of the Queen season two, spoiler for from this season, Rodan is actually tired of fighting for every war, but technically he has to start fighting if there's more bigger threats. He's sick and tired of fighting. He just wants to rest and take a break of fighting, in which I absolutely love that. And then I stop and think when I saw that show, that episode of Masaru Dan Origin of the Queens, and go back to do change some parts of the scripts and director's cut, and I thought, let's make this script different, and let's copy Masaru Dan script from Rodan that he's tired of fighting, but opposite, he's ready to fight. He is this version of Rodan. He's ready to fight. He's very impatient for next plans. That's that was like perfect script from the beginning, and then also stop and think, this is a perfect story to begin and all end with Master Rodan Origin Coin Season 2. I absolutely love that way that I did. Just start that story off in the beginning, that he's ready to fight, he's very impatient, and in the end, he just wants peace, just want to not fight anymore. And I absolutely love how did I recreate this character to put inside a different type of tone. And I absolutely loved how I did some new changes for his story arc. So technically, I absolutely love, and I absolutely love this version of Rodan that I can actually make him into a different character. So yeah, now next is Mothra. Okay, Mothra is a beautiful, well-made characters for anything. And also, just saying, right now when I've rewatched it, she technically is perfect for like new viewers for my Godzilla show universe. That means she is the person that will tell you why it's Godzilla like this, why is Rodan like this, why is Ghidorah is also like this. She also gave y'all little small bits of answers, but in her own way. She always mentioned to her brother Rodan, why is Godzilla like this? Why is he sad? Why is he normally always alone? And I absolutely love her type of character that she is like the main, well, not main heart and soul of the show. She's mostly like always there to give us small answers that everything will be always alright. Like Godzilla and Ghidorah, they're they're both are broken. They're lost. But Mothra told Godzilla, like, look at the bright side. There'll still be something good, but you have to see. And I absolutely love, well done that made this character very different. Godzilla. Okay, same thing. Perfectly well written and perfectly fit in the story. And also just saying, I love how I made my vision of Godzilla very emotional. Not saying like he's sad all the time. No, like perfectly put inside the story. Like, I absolutely love how I made the character feel different. This is like when he's not in season 1. This is, of course, it's a prequel, but this is like, let's see another side of Godzilla in his past, and then we'll see our pre Godzilla that we have. So, yeah, I absolutely love how I made him very different. Technically, in this one, I will go to another section of the video, but that will be coming very soon. But we see that Godzilla is nothing without his part of his family. He lost his mother. Oh, spoiler for season 2, but some of y'all in TikTok watched it. Some of y'all watched the director's cut, so you already mentioned a little bit. So it doesn't really matter. It's still connected. But go back to topic, to the regular topic. He lost everything: his family, his mother, his father right now, but he don't want to lose his brother. He doesn't want to lose his only thing of his family, which is Ghidorah. That was the only thing that he wants, but Ghidorah just left. So Godzilla's just alone. Well, he does have moss for Rodan, but for himself, he has nothing. No family, only but himself. And I absolutely love how I get deep inside the characters' minds. Well, of course, these are figures, but the characters that are written in the story, I treat it what it is, like an actual character. And I get deep inside the mind of the character and be the character of of Godzilla, but my version of Godzilla. And I absolutely love how I made him. And very emotionally, that beginning, he's broken, he's he's alone. But at the end of this story, he's no longer alone. And then we had to see how that work in the other shows of Godzilla's of the Kings. So I absolutely love how I made this version of Godzilla, and I absolutely love this version of the character. Ghidorah, he was perfect for this story. And also, just saying, this is his story, his show, but it's actually his story. But I love that I make this character what I really want. That means he's also same thing for Godzilla, but he's also alone. Both of them are alone. They never been spoken to each other. They're they are so alone that I absolutely love the story of it. I mean, they're brothers. Godzilla and Ghidorah are brothers. They normally always stay together. But what happened if there there's something that they lost? That means their father, and they both go separate. They both are on own path. They have their own opinions. They are no longer together. They are alone. And I love the way that I made this story, and to make Ghidorah understand why Godzilla is like this and why he is alone. Same thing for Godzilla. Ask him this, and also why also alone. And also I love how I describe it to you. How do I describe it? How to feel their feelings. I humanize Ghidorah. I humanize Godzilla, and they both are equally well written inside the story. And also just saying, they both are alone, but when they first encounter each other, they never seen each other a very long time. Godzilla will think he's coming to see him, that he's wanting to go back home, but Ghidorah has a different reason. But he did make a promise that if this is finished, we're both going our own separate ways, which they did. But the only thing that they didn't see, they get along with each other. They were happy that they see each other. But I absolutely love this story with him, and also perfectly will continue for everything, and also understanding Godzilla. Why is he not? Why do not kill me? That means if Godzilla killed his own brother, he has nothing. He has no parts of his family, just by himself. And then also a little bit. Also, speaking of that, I went and rewatched season one, and there was one scene that I absolutely love, with Godzilla and Ghidorah talking to each other, and Ghidorah telling Godzilla why does his brother not kill him, because Godzilla really cares about his brother. And for this story, he really cares, and also understand if he kill him, he has nothing by himself, and I absolutely love. And also the message of the story, it fits perfectly with two things: one, the character, and a realistic reason. Message of the story. Of course, I always put messages inside my stories. Now, for like an film, they sometimes have messages of anything. It could be about forgiveness, um, moving on, anything. And I always keep that inside of my show for an actual realistic logic. Some of them are part of my life problems. Sometimes, if I don't really know if it's part of my life problems, maybe some of y'all might be going on the same thing. So I actually kind of liking that I put those type of message from my problems, or perhaps a problem that y'all are going through. This one is about being alone. I normally always be alone. Sometimes I don't have time to be with my brother. Sometimes I don't spend time with him. It's not by my choice. Well, I don't know, but I do really care about my brother, and I always want to be with him. But something with if I'm always be alone and not be with my brother, it felt kind of off with me. That was stuck in my head all along. Why am I doing this? And I absolutely was scared. But in this one, sometimes you might be also being going something else. You're alone, no one to talk to. But I absolutely hold all my feelings and everything inside me. But it's also scary that you can't tell someone how you feel if you're scared, frightened, or anything. There's some people you need to talk to. Doesn't matter if anything, any problems. You need someone to talk to, and you need someone to help you, and you can help yourself to let go of this pain. And you cannot be alone. There's more things. Just like in the show Godzilla and Battle of the Throne, Godzilla and Ghidorah are alone. They never see each other. Just like my brother. Sometimes I spend with him, but mostly I normally be alone. I'm sorry. But Godzilla and Ghidorah spend and they're now being together, but having the one last good moment and forgiving each other their past mistakes, their problems. And I absolutely love it. And normally Godzilla don't want to speak with anyone because of that problem that he's alone. He never speak with Mothra. He never speak with Rodan. He's just alone. But at the end of the show, he still has his brother. He still has friends that count as a family. He's not alone. Same thing for Ghidorah. He still always have his brother, but he would never be alone. And I absolutely love it. And speaking of the ending, I absolutely love how I made Godzilla tell Rodan and Mothra that he thanks them for being with him for everything. And I absolutely love. I'm sorry. I absolutely love that. Put a little bit of my problems into a story, but in a different way, to show how to express my feelings, to incorporate inside a video. You're not alone. You still have friends and families you can talk to. You're not alone. You can see a brighter day in your future. Always remember this. You're loved. You're cared. You mean everything to anyone. It could be your friends, family, anyone. You're not alone. You're not alone. Is it canon to my show universe, aka Godzilla's the Kings? Um, it's official, yes, but I'm gonna make a separate video of this one day, okay? So technically, I have two. One is which director's cut is my favorite, Battle of the Throne or Season 2, but that will be for another day. And another video is this. Technically, Godzilla Battle of the Throne is official canon, but let's just say it's also a little bit of a soft reboot of the show, the franchise. I will completely explain why it's a little bit of a soft reboot for my show universe, but that'll be in another video for that'll be its separate video for another day. So technically, I'm just gonna say it to make it easy for y'all. It's 100% canon. Same thing for season 2, director's cut. It's official canon. We're ignoring the original cut of episode 35 and 36 from season 2 director's cut, and we are ignoring the whole episode of Gods About the Throne original cut from TikTok. But this is 100% canon for my show universe, and also a little bit of a soft reboot. But to make it easier, it's 100% canon. The soft reboot, will be its own separate videos. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you have a nice day, and this is Godzilla's the Kings. See you another day.